Hey, Slick Talkers, thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. And I know that if you love this show, you'll also love my morning show called Good Morning Hospitality with my co hosts Michael Golden and Brandy Canali, as we spend 30 minutes every Monday morning to dive into the industry's top latest news and trending topics. So go check it out on wherever you find your podcasts at Good Morning Hospitality. And you can live stream with us on Monday mornings on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. Now, I hope you enjoy this episode.
Welcome to Slick Talk, the hospitality podcast where we discuss all things hospitality, hotels, and business. You can find us online at slicktalkthepodcast.com and on every podcast listening platform.
What up, all my Slick Talking fans out there for hotels, travel, and business? Welcome back to this episode of Slick Talk, the hospitality podcast. Sleeping in on Slick Talk, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate everybody tuning in for this week's episode. I know I've taken quite a break. Had a good little streak, but life catches up. Business, busyness, all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm super excited. Just kind of talking about the industry, some changes, some stuff going on, and kind of just giving a quick episode out here. I really want to talk about Accor Hotels, or just Accor now as they rebranded recently. Some updates, not really an update because not much info is out on this accusation, or sorry, not accusation, but I don't know, I guess purchase, you could say, for Airbnb purchasing Hotels Tonight, which I personally don't like OTAs at all. For those who don't know what OTA is, an OTA is a other travel agency or outside travel agency, whatever you want to say. Different terms, different people. And so Airbnb already, pretty much from my understanding and prediction of where it's going, it's going to be the number one travel site across all platforms, where Airbnb, started out as a couch surfing type company to vacation rentals, from vacation rentals to hotels, and now they've purchased, or are in the middle of a purchase of acquiring Hotels Tonight, which is an OTA, where you can book instant discounted rooms for hotels, last minute bookings, and not many details are out other than they're still in the process. They haven't even put out a number of what it's going to cost for Airbnb to acquire Hotels Tonight. So this should be an interesting change in the industry, because I personally don't like OTAs, but this OTA specifically I've actually attempted to use and have kind of used a little bit for future trips I have coming up. And so, interesting story. Looking forward to more popping out soon. Accor Hotels, which is now rebranded to Accor, and Expedia Group have sat down and kind of in a little convention and talked about their differences, but also the same opinion they have. Accor in the last 2 years has done a lot of purchases and a lot of growth in brand by bringing on different properties and acquiring different properties in the last 2.5 years or so. And now the description and everything about this episode and the previous episodes. Just a side note, I launched a new part on my website called Bonus. So go to slicktalkthepodcast.com/bonus. You'll check out all the other bonus episodes featuring properties, special guest interviews like this one, and exclusive content like the how to deal with angry guests or customers will be on there as well. And it'll be bonus material for all our listeners out there. We just reached 1,500. So thank you guys again. Thank you for Scott being on the show. And I'm really excited to possibly doing more with you in the future, which I'm pretty sure we will. And just overall, good luck to you, my friend, and we'll talk soon.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on. I have so much gratitude for the 3-part series, and And I can't wait to see what you produce on the bonus side of things. I want to check that out.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. The past interviews with properties and just overall being able to offer more content and some pictures of just the overall Slick Talk experience I've been trying to create this last year. So thanks for the support, brother, and we'll talk soon. And keep me updated with more gmcoach.com stuff, because I will be putting it on my website as well, so that way every listener gets as much as they can to invest in themselves.
Well, I sure will. Take care, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for listening to the podcast today. Really appreciate it. Me and Scott have really tried to bring the best we can to you guys. And my main mission and goal of Slick Talk, the hospitality podcast, is really to bring content that is creative, it's enticing, it's engaging, and it's valuable for young professionals in the industry especially, but also to create a podcast for those who just want something that has good content. I know I couldn't find any podcasts when I first started my journey in the hospitality industry and knew I wanted to become high up in the executive director or even CEO or owner of a property. So having this available to me and to you guys is really important. So please subscribe, like, share, message me. I don't even care. Do whatever you can to spread the word about Slick Talk, the hospitality podcast. I really appreciate it. And I think all of you guys for just supporting me and supporting this journey is important and huge. And I just love all the guests I've been able to have. A couple exciting guests coming up next week. Bill Cates, a referral marketing coach expert, as well as we have a few other featured episodes in the future. So I'm really excited and I'm pumped and just overall blessed. So thank you guys. And if you want to stay updated with my journey and just everything going on in the Slick Talk world, go to Slick Talk, the hospitality podcast, Facebook, slicktalkthepodcast.com/bonus, or anything else going on. You can go to slicktalkthepodcast.com. Check out Scott's website, thegmcoach.com, for all these great training tools and information you can find out. And hopefully we'll have him back on the show. Thank you guys so much, and talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for listening. We love your support and want to provide the best we can to all our listeners. So please find us online, social media, and on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast.
What's up, everybody? If you've gotten this far into the episode of Slick Talk, the hospitality podcast, then you are amazing, and thank you so much for tuning in. We want to send you two places really quickly. If you can, check out the show notes and click the hospitality.fm link. Check out all of our other shows on the podcast network. And don't forget, if you have someone that you want to hear on the podcast, then fill out the guest fill out form so that way we can get them on the show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy another episode of Slick Talk, the hospitality podcast.